Trading is like a game, and the only way to win any game is to follow the rules. And I'm going to give you the exact rules that you need to follow to actually start winning in trading. And when I say winning in trading, I don't mean winning every single trade. I mean building something that is going to allow you to be profitable over an extended period of time. The first rule, the first rule when it comes to trading is to have a plan. A lot of us come into the markets and we don't actually have any plan. We just buy or sell wherever we want on the charts, expecting a great outcome, have no rules, have no idea what we're actually doing. You need to come into the markets and you need to have a plan by knowing exactly where your stop loss needs to go, your take profit, where you're entering, why you are entering, how much you are risking. If you don't know exactly why you're doing what you're doing on the charts, there's no way to track it. There's no way to progress as a trader because you don't know what you're actually doing. If you don't have a plan and you're entering into trades, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Even if the trade goes in your favor, it's still a bad trade. You need to write down a set of rules and have a list of everything that you are doing. That is the number one rule when it comes to trading. Rule number two, you need to have an edge. Everybody comes into the markets thinking that trading is all about strategy. They need to find the best strategy out there, the one that stops them from losing and they win every single trade. This is not how you are going to win at trading. You need to build an edge around a strategy and a system because your mindset plus your strategy equals your edge. You can have the best strategy on the face of the earth, but if your mindset isn't where it needs to be, you won't be able to execute when you're supposed to. You won't be able to follow your rules. You won't actually be able to build an edge. If you don't have an edge, you are essentially just giving money away and hoping for trades to play out in your favor. There's no actual statistics or data behind it to show and to prove that over an extended period of time, you are going to be profitable. And your edge doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be something that you can understand, something that you can repeat and do consistently without getting tripped up, because not being able to follow your edge and having something so complicated so when it does become time to execute and you can't, you've already lost your edge. Your edge comes from repeating the same system over and over and over again to let profitability play out. And when it comes to your edge, you need to define it. You need to write it down. You need to follow that system every single time. Stick it somewhere where you can see it. If you can't tick everything off before you enter into that trade, there is no trade. This is how you are going to become profitable. Rule number three, you need to become patient. You are not going to make money in trading by chasing the market. Being patient and waiting for the market to come to you is one of the highest skills in trading, because impatience blows more accounts than anything, because everybody is desperate and everybody is in a rush to make money in the markets and they think more trades equals more money, but it doesn't. More trades means you're exposing yourself to more risk. Wait your turn, wait for the market to come to you. Number four, understand your risk. Too many times we go into the markets and we over risk and we use too much because we don't have enough capital. And because when we do win a trade and our account is a little bit small, it doesn't feel like much. So you might win $20 or $30 on a trade and you think, oh, it's not that much. I might just full port the account to actually have some winnings that actually make a difference. But this is what is going to blow your account, because at the end of the day, it is not a skill issue when it comes to this. It is a capital issue. It's not about risking more to try to make more. It's about having more capital. Don't over risk on your account because you need to make more money. Doing this is the quickest way to blow your account. Keep doing what you're doing, follow your rules, keep building your edge, and work on other ways to grow your capital. Use a prop firm, get a part-time job, do anything you can except over risk on that account to try to grow your capital. When you get on the charts, your mindset shouldn't be, how much money can I make today? Your mindset needs to be around protecting capital and managing your risk on the chart. So you need to be going in going, if I enter here, where does my stop loss need to go? I need to risk this much to make X amount. That is where your mindset needs to go. Everybody jumps on the charts and they think, if I get 3 trades today and I make 500 on each trade, that's 1,500 a day, that's $7,000 a week. And that's all their mindset goes to. You need to be risk management first, profit second, because managing your risk and going in, focusing on your process is what is going to make you money as a trader. Rule number 5, study your trades. Every single trade that you take, you can learn something from it. You will learn more from your losing trades than what you will from your winners. If you aren't learning from your past experiences and your past mistakes, How are you supposed to improve as a trader? Even the best athletes in the world, they go back over their previous footage, they break it down, they look at what worked, they look at what didn't, and then they look at the things that they can implement so that the next time they go out, they can improve, they can get better. This is what your trading journal is. And if you're not using one, I have created a free PDF one. Download it, start using it, start tracking your journal, start tracking your trades, start seeing the areas that you can improve as a trader, because if you aren't, you are trading blind. How are you supposed to improve if you don't know exactly what it is you're doing? Where are you going wrong? Where are you going right? What's the difference between your winning trades and your losing trades? If you can't differentiate that, you're not going to get better as a trader. You're not going to start winning in the game of trading. And the final rule to winning at trading, have realistic expectations, because at the end of the day, the market doesn't owe you anything and the market does not really care either. The only thing that you can do as a trader is to go in with no expectations. Don't expect the market to play out in your favor, nothing. Just understand that you have a job to do. You have a set of rules that you need to follow. You have a process that you need to repeat, and that is all you have to do. Whatever happens after you enter into the position happens. You have no control over whether the trade wins or whether the trade loses. You need to accept that as a trader, you are going to have losses. You're going to have a lot of losses. And if you are trying to do everything in your power to avoid losses, you are going to cause more losses for yourself. That is just the way that it is. Because when we are trying to do that, we start to get in our own way. We start to cut winners early because we need a win, or we start pulling our stop loss bigger because we can't handle another loss. We start doing things that we shouldn't be doing because we're trying to avoid pain. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The only way to move forward as a trader and to make it in trading is to understand that it is about process. It is not about the profits. The P&L comes from following the process. It is hard to accept because we are programmed to win. We want to win. We are human beings. It is natural. It is normal. And it's not about removing those emotions. It is about understanding those emotions and working with yourself. The only way to win in trading is to follow the rules. If you go into the markets and you say something along the lines of, I feel like this trade is going to play out, but it's not actually your setup, you are emotional trading, 100%. If you say you feel anything with the markets, you are 100% emotional trading. The only way that you are not emotional trading is my system and my edge says I need to enter here, put my stop loss here and take profit there. That is how you need to be viewing the markets and what you need to be saying about the markets. Don't go into the markets with a feeling, because that's emotions. It needs to be clinical and logical. That is the only way to make progress as a trader. And this is the funny thing, because the things that you need to do to become profitable isn't actually overcomplicated, but implementing it is a whole nother thing. It's easy to sit there and say, just follow your rules, wait for your setup, don't do this. But when you're in the moment and your emotions are running high, all of that just goes out the window. All you're thinking about is an emotional response to the charts. So it will take time. It will take practice. And like anything, it's not going to change overnight. It's going to take consistent repetition over months and months and months to actually build the foundations in your mind and to build the confidence in your system, but then also yourself. And you won't start to build confidence until you start to see results play out. And you'll only see results play out if you stick to something long enough for it to actually show you results. And this is a hard thing to accept because there is no magic formula to becoming profitable. There is no secret that you don't already know about trading that is going to get you there. It is the things that you struggle with on the charts that is holding you back. And the only way to move forward is to deal with them head on. And the best way to overcome this is to follow the rules of the game. Following the rules of the game of trading is what is going to allow you to win. And if you need more help with trading, I have a free Discord. We go live every single week. Feel free to join. But as always, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.